record on this computer.
So Sam,
Go
Evan, I was telling you a rep today when asked why he decided not to wear a mask in the house, he refers to a resolution, and the resolution says this: my position is articulated in the resolution. Oh, please read the resolution. And also, I believe each person, including myself, needs to repent and trust in Jesus Christ alone for salvation from sin and its eternal punishment. That was his response to not wearing a mask and to go read the resolution, whatever that is.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. You know.
Yep.
That's yeah. Body and blood. Body and blood.
Right.
Body and blood.
Oh my God, what an insane world it is.
So is that the new definition of transubstantiations? Like when you take communion, it forms like an imaginary mask over your face? Is that what it is now?
I think it's just as long as you repent, you have a mask on.
Oh, okay. Okay. Gotcha. Excellent.
And take the Jesus Christ, only he can have trust in Jesus Christ alone for salvation. So that's basically the two things that stops COVID. So I'm excited to hear that. I feel very confident.
Oh, and it magically went away right after the election, right?
Oh,
yeah,
right.
Yeah,
and everybody stopped talking about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We'll stop talking about it after.
Sure. Yeah, totes.
Like let's retract COVID. That's what we need to do. Just pull it back. That's all.
It's easy enough.
Am I too dark? Am I too dark? Is it okay? Can you see me? Okay.
I take offense to that. But we're gonna get everybody to dogpile on the show.
I'm glad you said that this week.
It's okay. I can take it until you least expect it. And
I
then I'll
read
come back.
how to be anti-racist. Damn it! I know everything.
Okay.
I'm not even going there.
It's just us three.
He wrote, it is, and I think we're live. He wrote an editorial.
Not yet. Not on Facebook.
Are we not on Facebook yet? Okay, it's because I need to hit one more button, and I don't know. It's episode 32. Jesus.
Wow.
I know, right? Episode 32.
It's like a bad Star Wars trilogy. They're like, aren't you going to end it like episode 9? What the hell?
You almost went into that voice, Evan. Oh my God.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
I got to be careful. I can't do that.
My titles are not the greatest off the cuff here, so we'll see how we do with that.
What'd you call us?
This is The Long Road to the Middle.
Oh, huh. I like that, actually.
I like that. That's like an Irish blessing.
It kind of is. It kind of is. It's a line from
there we go.
Not Dazed and Confused. Almost Famous.
Huh.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
It's really good.
Wait, of all the movies you've given me crap that I've not seen, you haven't seen Almost Famous, man? You got to see Almost Famous. It's a fantastic movie. It's a fantastic, fantastic movie.
It is.
Wow.
Hey, everybody.
Hey!
Wednesday night. We're a few minutes late because we got to chatting. But it's Wednesday night. It's the Evan and Aaron show, and we have a special guest. I'm Aaron. This is Evan. And over here, we've got Michelle Freed joining us yet again. Surely to talk about some coronavirus and some details.
Although I'm reporting on site. I'm trying to find Trump. I can't find him.
Yeah.
Well, he has gone missing.
Nobody.
He's absolutely gone missing.
I'm going to sit right there on that couch and wait for him.
He is proverbially packing up his ball and going home.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, balls?
Yeah.
Plural?
Balls. No, he doesn't have balls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was like, nah, come on now.
I was just checking.
Not giving too much. Wait a minute. Look, tiny. Look tiny.
Well,
oh my God.
They look bigger in his tiny hands.
Yeah. Hi. It's like Quado, from the running the running man, Quado. Like, anyway.
It is The Running Man, isn't it?
See?
That's a good movie.
I'm okay, man.
Tremendous movie. Cheers, everybody out there. As you can see, we have absolutely no idea what we're going to really talk about tonight. So, but I think Evan, reporting from the West Wing, the Oval Office, has some thoughts on Vice President-elect, Lady Vice President-elect.
Yes, absolutely.
What's appropriate here? Miss Vice
I think
President?
it's Madam.
Madam Vice President. Madam Vice President.
Okay. And too many hyphens there.
It's okay. She can have all the hyphens she wants.
She can.
hanging out here has been interesting. I've had a few weird looks from the Marines every once in a while. They're like, is that black man supposed to be in the office? We haven't cleared one since '08. But anyway, I digress.
Can you do a good Herman Cain? They probably don't even know he's
No,
Yes.
please don't.
Hang on.
No. Oh, no.
Oh.
What? Is it too soon? Is it too soon? Let me get to Kamala. Okay, first of all, being a historian, I absolutely love this time that we're in. Okay, I've got to throw in a Hamilton reference. Okay, look around. What a wonderful time to be alive right now. I mean, because the fact is that America is getting ready in less than 65 days. Is 65 on the nose now, I think?
I'll look while you talk.
Thank you. 65 days from now, we are getting ready to watch this incredible, accomplished person of color that is a woman walk into the White House and assume the second highest office in the land. I want us just to pause for a minute, dude. I mean, Aaron, you and I, and Michelle, you are an honored guest of our show. We've talked about this plenty of times, the significance that America has finally started to take another step in growing up. There's so many countries in the world that already have had female representation in leadership, not just vice presidents, but presidents and prime ministers. And, just amazingly capable women who jump into these positions and do a superb job. I am anxious, and not anxious in a bad way, but I'm anxious in like a, oh my God, Christmas morning type way to see what she does in this position. Because I got a feeling, this is just me, but I think Joe is going to let her run. I think he's just going to be like, Kamala, you do you. I mean, that's what I hope. I hope that, Barack is saying, Joe, you need to just let her run. You got to let her run. Okay. And I hope he's saying that to him, because to see what she can do in this position, I think is going to be one of the most fun times in vice presidential history that we have ever had. She's going to be awesome. I am fully expecting that. And I think that as long as the naysayers, we can shout down the naysayers enough and let her do her thing. Actually, I don't even think we need to do that, because she's going to do it on her own. I think it's going to be awesome. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, I can imagine what you think about it, but man, it's a monumental thing.
It is. I don't think anybody has to tell Joe Biden to let her do her thing. I think that's what good leaders do that anyway. And I don't think that he needs anybody to tell him that. But I think okay, so let's back up. I have friends that, are professional women in the area and, across the United States. And one in particular posted on LinkedIn, which is a professional social media site, about how excited she was that Kamala had won. It was so significant historically and, exciting and all that. And to see, even on a, again, air quotes, professional page, the misogyny, the horrible, horrible things that mainly white men, but some women, and, we're saying, it's just so disheartening to me. I am so excited for her. I've been watching her career, and I'll tell you about that later, but I'm just really excited. But I also feel like we still have a lot of work to do in this country, and in many ways, but one of them is misogyny. So I'm excited. I think she's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I have no question that, I mean, she's fit for the role. She's accomplished. She's going to be fine at that. I really don't think much about it. But kind of to your point, Michelle, I think America at large is about to get a view of what a lot of us who interact in corporate America on a day-to-day basis see, and that is how women in positions of authority, even just middle management, never mind vice president of the United States, they're scrutinized in a completely different way than men are, and they're definitely treated differently. And never mind the basic mansplaining that I encounter in I'm in a STEM industry, right? So there's a lot of asocial, very smart dudes who are intimidated by any woman, never mind one that is as smart as they are and understands how to take a leadership role. So I'm with you. There's a long way to go. And it's a reminder, never read the comments, because it really is the worst of us at times. And if it's even a third true, it shows you misogyny and racism and bigotry are still entrenched in this country. So to bring it back around to something positive, Kamala, I think, is going to be fantastic. You're right. Joe's not going to need to tell her or get out of her way or anything. That's why she was chosen. And I have a feeling that she'll be running sooner rather than later for the next position.
Yeah. Dude, do you still read the comment section? Come on, man. That's not good for your health, brother.
For shits and giggles sometimes.
Well,
dude, you got a Parler account? You're gonna give me shit?
That's what I was getting ready to say. That
you went to the home of the comment section.
I know, dude. It's like I'm getting more gray as I go. I swear to God. It's like it was.
You're like a before and after picture of Obama.
Thank you. It's like if I did this, it's Tom Selleck. It's like, oh, there you go. Oh, okay, there it is. Like this is still holding out, but the more I read Parler, like I'm starting to see like gray. Dude,
see this beautiful coif. See this amazing full head, same colored hair. That is
as my people say, you got that good hair.
I do have the good hair. I am not Becky. I am not Becky, but I do have the good hair.
You got that good hair, man. You got that good hair. But dude, okay, Parler report for this week. I think
I'm doing an early shot for that.
Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine.
It's hard for me too, Aaron.
Bring it.
Yes. AO. Okay, so first of all, let's go through. AO says, we got a woman on the show. What's good, Michelle? Okay, so there you go. There you go. That's good. That's good.
AO.
Who said that?
AO.
One of our like faithful.
He's buddy from the tap, and he's a Chelsea fan.
Oh, okay.
He's a Chelsea fan. He's awesome.
I'm glad you're here.
Yep. Gia says, "Get out of there, Evan. You want a heart attack? You want a heart attack?" Gia,
I like Gia's previous.
I agree.
I know.
Real quick, I like Gia's previous comment. And the grand scheme of global history, our nation is a baby. So exciting to see.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, absolutely, because you think about, the fact that, England has had females in leadership positions in other countries, but they've also been nations or nation states for maybe 1,000 years in some cases. So, yeah, we're a little behind the curve, for sure. But it is good to see. It'll be nice when it's commonplace. It'll be nice when
Agreed.
You're just like next one up. Who's the next one up? Still got a long way to go.
So the quote, Parler quote of the week that I chose,
Roger.
Well, I noticed that I had to flip the Parler real quick. So
go ahead.
The Parler quote of the week comes from like two of my favorite people, Diamond and Silk.
Oh no!
I know, and they say there's no need for more lockdowns. This is just a way for ignorant governors to tank our economy, flatten people's lives, and kill their livelihoods. Guess how many likes they have?
4,052.
Right, wrong.
A million?
A couple million.
Not that much.
157,000.
It's Parler. Okay.
I don't know.
They've got over 10,000.
Oh.
Over 10,000 likes. Seriously, of that statement right there. Which
are we off? Wait a minute. Are we done with Kamala? Because I'm not done talking about Kamala.
No, please talk about Kamala.
Have you watched this show?
This is why I'm here, Aaron.
Rabbit
this is why I'm here.
We have a new AD.
This is my role. Yes.
I said, and this is
bring him
my
on
thing
back.
before you go into it. I said, Aaron, that she very well may be the Christy Lee to our Bob and Tom. I don't know.
Somebody has to be.
We have not established that yet, but boy, she's so far so good. Go ahead, Michelle. What you got?
Okay, well, I want to enjoy this moment about Kamala because yes, we've given our opinions, but I want to tell you my story about the first time I saw her. I went to
Yes.
the Women's March in 2017. I drove from Indianapolis with a former neighbor and friend, and then my brother flew in from New Mexico, and two women from Oklahoma City. We all met there and got an Airbnb, and we didn't know how big it was going to be and all that, and it was an amazing experience. And I can talk about that another time. That's not the point right now, but we got there relatively speaking early. I mean, it was thousands upon thousands, and I could see the stage, but there were screens right there. My friend that drove with me is originally from California, and she lives here in Indiana now. But when Kamala took the stage, I got the same feeling, chills, so just something that I felt, the same that I did with Barack Obama, the same that I have with some other but very few politicians. And I said, oh my gosh, who is this person? And my friend Wendy, she said, I've been watching her. She's from California and she's amazing. And I can't even tell you exactly what she said. It's probably on video somewhere, but I remember that moment so clearly. And I expressed, we're going to see more of her. I wasn't sure how or where, but she stood out. She stood out. And so the last 4 years, I've kind of, just followed her, kept an eye on her. She has that, whatever that is, if you want to call it an X factor or whatever. And I don't mean from a star power point of view, but I mean as a woman who is badass and knows her shit and truly is authentic and genuine. And so I couldn't be more thrilled when she was picked as the running mate. And I when people say, what's it like? How do you feel? I don't think a lot of us, and I say us as in women, have allowed ourselves yet, I don't think, to feel what it is going to feel like. But it's kind of like when you see people in videos seeing snow for the first time, and that their brain is trying to kind of like adjust and figure out what is going on. I think women in general feel that, we've only seen those images of men, just as, they've all been mainly white men, but it's almost like our brains don't know yet exactly how to identify it and interpret it, except that we're really excited and happy. I think when she's inaugurated, I think I'm probably going to just be a blubbering idiot. And
did somebody pregame?
No, I didn't. That's the thing. Just a little wine, just a skosh. But I cannot even express how wonderful and exciting it is as a woman. And I think it's the best possible thing that she is also Black American, Indian, female. I just don't think it could be better. I think the mixture of who she is, her background, her history, her work experience, everything, I think kind of represents women in how we are and how we bond and how we support each other. Most of us, I'm not saying everybody, but I don't think it could be better. I really don't. And so I'm very, very excited. And thank you for letting me share that story.
To a minor thread, something that you said right there toward the end about, women being supportive of one another. And the flip side of that is, there's a lot of female analysts on Fox News.
Oh,
how do you think they're going to go about this? I mean, is this going to just, are they going to be able to refrain from attacking her on a female personal level versus her policies? I mean, obviously they don't do a very good job of that now, but do you think the women themselves, like the men are going to trash her, but do you think the women will offer a slightly more nuanced perspective?
No, because they're being paid to get ratings I mean, I don't think they care. Now, maybe personally they might, but not on air. That's not their role.
So
their role
that's
is to, you know, so I don't even think that they know how they feel, honestly.
But let me ask you guys this, though. And once again, this is because of my, you know, slumming it with Parler. There's a lot of people who are turning away from Fox News. Like, a lot of the deplorables are like, I am done with Fox News, blah, blah, blah.
Because they're not hateful enough now.
Exactly,
Right.
exactly. So do you think, and this is a question for both of you guys, do you think that may translate into Fox News? Maybe. I'm not saying they're going to go all the way to the middle and be like, we're going to
but take a more nuanced right wing.
Will they kind of move more toward being somewhat sane and just being that, you know, crazy uncle that sits in the corner during Thanksgiving dinner and looks at you weird? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, instead of being the full-blown guy that drives 100 miles an hour with your kids in the car, are they going to be now that person that just sits there and eats all the pie and just be like looking at you like?
We have no idea. I don't think. I don't.
Yeah.
I think that there's.
Go ahead. No, you, Michelle.
Well, they've lost. I mean, their whole industry has been based on supporting Trump for the past 4 years, and they're probably scrambling to figure out what their next angle is going to be. But they're not. I'm sorry. You know, there are news people on there. There are journalists, legitimate journalists on there, but for the most part, they're op-ed people that. Yeah. You know, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that.
I think they could strike a slightly more conciliatory tone at the outset, but if Trump tries to start a network from scratch, it will fail miserably in under a year.
You think so?
Yes. Yeah, because what it takes to do something on the level he's trying to get to, just I won't put money on this, but I just don't think it's likely, because if he were to create basically Parler TV network, okay, and just air all that, it'd be like watching a car wreck all day long. And I think your ratings would be great for the first month, and then people will be like, I'm kind of tired of that. I don't think there will be anything interesting about it beyond maybe one or two shows. You know, if Tucker Carlson and Sean Hannity leave Fox and go, I could see that. But them carrying 10 million viewers a night isn't enough to carry a network. It's just not. And go ahead.
Sorry.
I mean, you gonna run Duck Dynasty?
Well, the motivation for Fox News and for Trump and for Breitbart and those people, it's none of it is a motive. They're not motivated by news or sharing information. They're motivated by money and power, and that's it. So as long as they're making money, and Fox will pivot however they can to regain viewers. What that will look like, I don't know. But it's not a legitimate news organization. It's not, and so their motivation is power, ratings, money, and they do everything they can. And same, you know, whatever Trump does will be the same thing. It's not about sharing information or value or news. It's about making money. So it just depends on if he makes money or not.
So the comments are really cool. Gia says, when war started in 2003, Fox News, were mostly fair and balanced. I feel that's the actual Fox News and the default they'll fall back to, which, you know what,
I hope so.
I want to believe that. And I think you're onto something. Roger says this was funny, an aside, but how much younger does Shep look now that he's gone to Fox? I mean,
right?
Guy has the weight of the world off of his shoulders. He can actually report real news.
Right.
Wow. And then Gia says, I agree, because he wasn't a blip on anyone's radar for presidency. I think she was saying this, I can't remember, but anyway, she says Americans have the loyalty memory of a goldfish. If they're not seeing him every day, they'll replace him. That's a good point. That's a good point.
Well,
as he loses power, and as he's like, he will become, to a large part, irrelevant. I can't speak tonight. Irrelevant.
Aaron. Somebody pregame. Someone pregame.
I did not. I am not.
Someone pregame.
The thing is, if Biden kind of turned some people off earlier by saying that, he wasn't going to make it a priority to go after Trump, for legal matters. And I think he has to say things like that right now. And honestly, he's not going to be like Trump and be like directing people to be like, go after my enemies and shit like that. I think if the new Department of Justice comes to him and says, look, this guy committed a lot of crimes while he was in office, FBI can corroborate it, I think he'll say, yes, you have my blessing, but I'm not going to direct you necessarily to go to that. You're telling me this is important, so I take it as important. But the bigger matters might be what the Southern District in New York do. I mean, all of this is, at a federal level is moot because he can't be pardoned for those crimes, and some of those things could be the worst ones. I mean, he could go to jail for a decade because of tax fraud. Some of the sexual assault things, the payoffs, not necessarily the assaults, because those would be felonies, but the payoffs, that type of stuff, all these different fraud cases, if they pile up. So, I mean, if he's spending the next year battling court cases and flying back and forth to places that don't have extradition, I don't think he's going to be able to lend his face a whole lot to, the being the face of a network, because he's going to want a show. He's going to want an 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock show where he just rambles into the camera and they put a pretend audience around him so he can feel like he's at a rally. I mean, that's where we are now. All right. I mean,
have you heard though that they're going to, like, he's going to have rallies, like it's pay-per-view type stuff?
When?
This is what is going on. Like, I don't know, guys, and maybe I need you to pull me out. This is what's going on there in Parler. Like, they are talking about seriously paying this man to go on. Aaron, it's exactly what you're saying. To literally have rallies, and they will pay money to see it pay-per-view.
While he's president or afterwards?
Great.
Afterwards.
Honestly, that's the greatest thing that could possibly happen. It's the greatest thing that could possibly happen. We know where he is. We can placate his fan base, okay? We don't have to worry about them. Do you really think there aren't at least 1,000 FBI agents with accounts on Parler?
Oh, sure.
You don't think they're monitoring every word that's being said?
That's such a great point, man.
The fucking NSA's been dying for shit like this.
Yes.
The FBI, look, the FBI hates everybody. Okay, if they can embed an agent, they're gonna. And as much as they hated the Black Panthers, they hated the Klan too. So they got their fingers in every pie. They got dudes in there, and that's why we keep seeing, somebody was considering, murdering so and so, and they got caught en route. It's because they're monitoring these people.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't want to cut it that close. I don't need Jack Bauer keeping everybody safe.
I do. I need Jack Bauer.
I need him on that wall.
I need Kerry from Homeland. Dude, and quite frankly, I'd like to throw Ray Donovan in there. I mean, if you had those three.
All right. I just don't understand your obsession with Kerry. If you went with Saul, I would understand it. No, but Kerry is just a hot mess at the best of times. Seriously. She's the most worthless.
Great.
No.
That's what makes her great.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. Man. Okay, you know what this means? This means it's halftime.
Is it? All right.
And we're going to take the shot. We're going to take the halftime shot. And we're all going to salute someone. And I want to declare it today. I want to declare the fictional character salute. And you already know who I'm saluting. I'm saluting my girl Kerry. So, man, Kerry from Homeland.
All right.
Okay. Do we have to drink at that one?
No. You guys have to tell your fictional character who are you going to toast to. I toast to Kerry from Homeland. Kerry, it's okay. I don't care. You got bipolar. It's all right. It's all right.
She got more than bipolar going on, man.
It's all right, man.
She got some serious daddy issues. I don't know, man.
Well, yeah. I mean, who doesn't?
Well said. Well said.
Okay.
All right.
I can't
Ron,
think of
Michelle.
anybody right now. I'm totally. Aaron, do you have somebody?
I'm caught off guard with this one.
Me too.
Come on.
Why are we toasting to them?
Right. That's what I want to know.
Just cause?
Because you felt. Let's just have you toast to Kerry, and I'll just toast to. Let's get through to.
I can be honest.
How about that?
I can be honest. I've been pre-gaming.
To her lightweight.
No. I'm so shocked. Can we just have a toast to something simple?
Hey, you know what? I guess I'll go. I guess I'll go along with this, and I'll
Oh,
say, the three nerdy dudes from the X-Files. What were their names?
oh,
Oh my.
I don't know. It's been
The conspiracy
forever.
theory guys.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
So I'm testing to them.
I usually pay
Okay.
attention to Scully, so I didn't.
Michelle, and I
Dang.
didn't watch the X-Files much, but there were three
either.
like computer hacker conspiracy theorists that like
Yeah.
hung out in a basement somewhere. Of course they did. And every once in a while, Mulder would go to them and ask them for help because they had their finger on the pulse of the ARPANET or some shit like that. I don't know.
There you go.
Okay. Oh, I've got somebody, the new female 007.
Oh, hells to the yes.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's
Okay,
going to
okay.
be good too.
That
badass.
is
So,
right there.
all right.
Of course.
Okay.
Right there.
Trumped
Cheers.
again.
Slainte.
Slainte.
Oh. Hey,
All right.
and by the way, I didn't mention this before, but the Evan and Aaron show deliver alcohol to certain people. I delivered alcohol to certain people that I loved, and I should have mentioned a couple of weeks ago. But you know what? Hey, there you go. Hopefully, you guys are.
I have no
enjoying
idea what you're talking about.
It's okay. It's okay. The
Okay.
Evan and Aaron show.
Are you okay, Evan? Are you okay?
I did not take any Xannies.
Did you more than
I
three
am
games?
good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right.
So let's get serious here.
This will last a good time.
Oh, wait. Okay. Going with conspiracy theory. G is going with conspiracy theory Mel Gibson.
That's a good one.
That
Wow.
is good. That's good.
Okay.
Okay.
I saw-
And let's see. And Roger says John Shaft. Hells to the yeah.
I got another good
yes.
one. Oh shit. Gene Hackman's character in is it Enemy of the State with Will
Oh,
Smith?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes. That's such a good movie. I
He's
don't
good in
know
that.
the character. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
I like
That's
that.
I can't think of his name, but he's a total
Okay,
conspiracy. But he's also a
Bef-
former government agent, right? So
Before we get
I think
like
so.
back to serious stuff. Okay, Aaron, have you seen Heat? Have you seen the movie Heat?
yeah, it's been a while, but yeah.
Best 10 minutes in movie history is the shootout on the street.
It has been called such. I think it's pretty good.
I haven't seen the movie, so I have nothing to say. So
I think it's incredible, but I mean, there's an awful lot of scenes that you could throw in there. I think
Heat, man.
I think some of the like chase / shootout scenes in Inception are fantastic. Oh, by the way,
I have not seen Inception. I'm sorry. I want to see it. I want to see
okay.
it.
We'll get back to where we need to be. I want to finish the show. Give me a couple minutes of the show because I saw Tenet last week and I saw it in a theater, and I want to fucking tell you how good this movie is.
Oh my God.
okay.
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 So-
We can save movies for like maybe at the end.
All right.
There you go.
Fine. All right. So let's talk. Let's talk the elephant in the entire country. COVID. Guys, listen, and for those of you guys who are watching us, this is the whole reason why we started the podcast, is because Aaron and I were concerned. We wanted to make sure we got the information out to people, accurately about COVID. And, since Michelle's on here today, she's one of our favorite guests of the show. And
Am I not your
Technically,
only
she's
guest?
our only guest thus far,
That's what I
but
was gonna say. But thank you.
that also makes her the favorite. So it's fine.
you
Right,
guys
I feel very good
literally,
about that. Thank you.
you
Just continue.
She's been on
Just-
1/10 of our shows.
turn the knife in my back, and I'm trying to. Come on,
Okay,
YouTube's
what?
going to pick this up anyway.
Go ahead.
I'm going to defer to Michelle because we know that our friend has been afflicted by this terrible disease and has gone through it. But Michelle pays really close attention to what.
Nothing.
Go
I'm
ahead.
waiting for you to ask me a question or.
No, I'm going to say,
Or- oh.
tell us what you found out today about
Well-
just about things as far as COVID.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't find anything out. It was announced, but we hit the 250,000 death mark, which
Yeah.
I wish I would have taken time to compare that. Maybe somebody listening can compare that to what state we're now, what state, how it compares to a state being demolished. But yeah, 250,000. And then we have, for if everybody here listening is from Indiana, and then we have, I think is a Congress, is a House represent or House member, I don't remember, in Indiana, refusing to wear the mask. And then when somebody asked them about it, he quoted scripture, I think. But if we can't even get our lawmakers, there's literally a mandate in Indianapolis proper, now statewide, but I think Marion County does a little bit better job maybe at following it than at least where I am. But if we can't get our lawmakers to actually follow the law and set an example, then I think we're pretty much doomed. I mean, Holcomb, our governor, he is not leading in any way, shape, or form right now. And everybody keeps saying Hoosiers will make the right decisions, whatever that means, because that's not happening, and it hasn't. And so, it sounds really, really bad, but I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe this is Darwin's ghost, like saying, stay inside, smart people, and let everybody else take care. I'm just so tired of it. We're all fatigued. But if people knew, who were going to weddings and having parties and going to Thanksgiving, if they knew not only what it felt like to actually be sick, but if they knew the implications of long term, that it could really mess their health up, potentially for the rest of their lives, but definitely short term, I have to believe they would make better decisions, but maybe not. It's just, I think those of us who have been screaming about it since March are just so exhausted. We all are exhausted, and our healthcare workers, and it's just beyond. I'm very, very disappointed in state government and national government.
So one of I'm just reading this. Roger, I think you're confirming that you've got it. You've got COVID. Roger said, "I've got it," or "got it," whipping its ass, putting on a friggin' mask. Put on a friggin' mask. Let's get it. Totally agree. And Gia says, "I stay at home. I have 3 students come here for school, and I still got COVID." So Roger and Gia are, you know what? Our thoughts are with y'all. And if we were Jesus Republicans, we'd say thoughts and prayers, but we're not. And so, we're just sending good vibes to you guys. We just, we got you. But I mean, Aaron, what is it like in Marion? Like, do you see people in Marion County taking this seriously?
Yeah.
Because I gotta be honest, Hamilton County.
Yeah, it's much better down here. It really is. But correlation is not causation, but look at how the county voted. Yeah, I mean, people take it a lot more seriously, and it's enforced a lot more. I mean, there were a lot of citations given in Indianapolis for places that initially weren't abiding. And so, basically every bar, restaurant, store, that you come across down here has a sign that says, put on a mask or you'll be asked to leave, kind of thing. Yeah. Most people are good. People are certain. See, I think I've noticed a certain lax attitude when, there aren't that many people around in a place, kind of a false sense of security. I mean, obviously the longer you wear a mask, the better off you are in that. It makes all the sense in the world. I mean, we've just had such a lack of leadership. I mean, Hogsett has done a decent job in Indianapolis proper, but I mean, as was expected, the small towns didn't get it for a long time because they don't have that many people coming to them, so they didn't take it as seriously. And then eventually it happens, and then there's not that many of you, and you congregate in small spaces, and suddenly everybody in your small town is sick. So that's kind of where we are now. We're seeing it come back around. I mean, New York had to shut down the school system. That's massive. That's unfortunate. It, to a certain extent, it makes me feel like nothing really, really, truly works. And that we just got to hope this vaccine gets here, as quickly as possible.
Yeah. I mean, we, up in Hamilton County, Fall Creek Elementary, I think, says today was the last day for them. and they're going back to all virtual.
Yeah, all the elementaries went back to virtual. I think
Oh,
they
all of
announced it
them. Oh, I didn't
yesterday.
know. I
Yeah.
didn't know all of them.
No,
Wow. Wow.
all of the township, at least in the Fishers High School area, they,
Yeah.
but
You
yeah.
know, and what's interesting about all of that is that it's almost like a kid breaking into their parents' closet and seeing their Christmas presents and like opening up their Christmas presents to see what's in there, and they get caught. And then all of a sudden all the Christmas presents are taken back. It's like, you know what? If you just would have waited, if you just would have held out for maybe another month, you'd have been okay. But now all the shit's gone, and
I don't know what you're
now
talking about.
what I'm
What do you
saying
mean?
is
To be fair,
one of
I
the
was the best at that shit, man.
right, exactly. But what I'm saying is that we instead of truly ensuring that not only our children were taken care of, but our teachers were taken care of as well. Because that's the problem right now in Hamilton County. It's not a matter of the the rate of infection at the schools affecting the children. It's the fact that there are so many teachers who have COVID that they can't provide the instruction in person to to truly do it justice. And so that's why they're saying that it has to now go 100% online. And it's like, we put the proverbial horse before the cart before the horse, in my opinion. Like we were so anxious in getting back to normal, and yes, there are studies and psychological things going on that say that kids need to be in school and they need social interaction. Yes, we all know this, but this is an unprecedented time. I don't know how many times we've said that in this podcast, that yes, we all want things to go back to normal, but it's never going to be there unless we recognize that we are in unprecedented times, and that means that everybody, and
But
yes,
here's
that means that kids too, kids, parents, teenagers, adults, we all have to suck it up, and we've
yes,
got to deal.
but here's the thing is that you, me, people, we have been singing this chorus for months and months, and I'm saying the same thing, you're saying the same thing that we did back in whatever. And so it's exhausting for all of us, and schools are the least I mean, I was going to say least of our concerns, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, schools are not, you're right, schools are not where people are getting it, but we don't have substitutes. We're talking about the service people, we're talking about cafeteria people, we're talking about a whole system of people that are employed by school systems that are not teachers. They're all adults, and that's the issue. But the bigger issue is that we passed the point where we could be doing something about this. This didn't have to happen. It didn't have to happen.
Yeah, no.
And here we are. And like,
right.
as Aaron said, is it too late? I don't know. I think right now it's the triage, and we just have to try not to get, too much in it. We can all hunker down. I mean, G and Roger, I mean, I was social distancing before social distancing was cool, and I still got it in March. I mean, I was very careful. I wasn't wearing masks because at that time people didn't wear masks, but I guess back to kind of what Aaron is we get caught up in the kids and going to school and all that. And yeah, we all know we want our lives to be, to get back to normal, but we're still, those of us who have been careful since the beginning, we're still being careful. And we're doing the right thing, but too many people are doing the wrong thing. And I don't know, the train might've left the station here, and we just have to, bandage up and hope we can last until we have help.
Will you take the vaccine as soon as it comes out?
As long as it's, I'm confident. It needs to go through some reviews by people who know better than I do. But if it's deemed safe and it's passed all of the review processes that it needs to, yeah, all for sure. What about you guys?
Evan?
Wow. you know, you know me, Aaron, you know me, Michelle. I'm just gonna get real. I'm gonna get real right now. I'm gonna claim this as who I am, and it's okay. It doesn't matter. But as a black man, I know too much about history, and I know too much about medical history, and I know that this is going to take a lot of effort. I know that they want a certain amount of African Americans to be in the initial, um, you know, disbursement of this.
Where is that from? Like
That's
where are you
that's
getting
coming
that from?
that's coming real deep. That's coming from a long a long history of hurt.
No, I'm
Medical
asking no, I'm asking you where who is saying that they want a large group of African Americans in the
in the
testing
initial
phase?
study, Fauci said that. Fauci,
In the
I believe,
testing
they
phase?
were talking on MSNBC. They were talking about Hispanic Americans, African Americans, and Caucasian Americans. They wanted about
Right.
a 27% African American, like 27% Hispanic, and then the rest, so that they can make sure that it's effective
Right.
in everyone.
Right.
Um, I am weird. I am wary of it. I want it to work. Don't get me wrong. I want it to work. And if it works, I want to be the first one in line. But there is at least from what I know, from the people I talk to, the African Americans I talk to, there is some trepidation. There is some pause to this, and it's like, how about you go 1st?
Mhm.
And if it works, okay, I'm in 100%. Um, and that's what we do. I mean, that's just quite frankly, I'm going to wade out into that in this show, because that's what we do, is we tackle this shit. But there is some pause, at least with the African Americans I talk to, as far as taking the first shot of the vaccine. It's like, I don't know. I mean, it has nothing to do with politics. It has everything to do with the past.
I I think yeah, we follow you.
Yeah.
I
For me, I've had a couple different stints at Lilly and gotten a fairly close-up view, especially some of my early gigs where I was really involved. I was on the technical and medical writing staff for the clinical trials, and there's a weird kind of irony to me going on right now, and people are like, oh my God, they can't believe how expensive drugs are. And it's because we have a rigorous FDA process that requires you to jump through an awful lot of hoops. And everybody jokes when they read the list of things at the end of a commercial that could possibly happen if you take this medication. And it's
Right.
because if anybody during the clinical trials gets a tummy ache, whether it has to do with the drug they took or they ate bad chili the night before, they have to list that. And these are the types of minutia that people have to go through in order to get a drug to market. And now we're talking about, hey, let's rush this through. Let's not take these precautions. And you don't have to watch cable TV very long to come across a class action lawsuit phone number, from some law firm urging you to call in if you had an issue with vaginal mesh, or you ever took a what was it, the acid reflux medications and things like that. So these drugs that even do make it through have issues. So asking us to trust you when you rush something through, unless you can tell me, hey, we had something in the works for years and this just wasn't a priority. So we had 6 years worth of data and research ready to go, and now we did 2 years of research in 1 year. That still doesn't put it through the same trials process. And you know what? This is where I'm going to need, a guy like Nick to weigh in, or another buddy of mine, Nippon, guys that are really, really much closer to it. But it does seem like we're rushing this through. So I'm kind of with you, Evan. I don't have the same historical, cultural, sociocultural background, but I'm also aware of it. So I understand your hesitation, and I have a hesitation in general of just saying, it doesn't seem like we've had enough time to really determine not just the efficacy, but any long-term effects of this, long-term effects on different types of populations. It may work great for people in their 20s, but it might do terrible things to people over 75 years old. It might weaken their immune system. It might not work at all for small children, or it may injure them. I mean, we just don't know. And this country's got a history with drugs ravaging particular cultures. I mean, I'm old enough to remember thalidomide. So I can understand why people aren't going to rush out. And then I would imagine there's an entire portion of Parler dedicated to this being a deep state, false flag operation, and they're going to everybody to take it. And then their balls will shrink and fall off because Harry Styles wore a dress on the cover of Vogue magazine or some shit.
If I see any more deep state hashtags on Parler, seriously, God,
just stop going on there. That's what I would say.
Oh my God.
Okay. Just don't go.
It's like the new Jerry Springer, though. It's like you look at it and it's like, okay, I'm going to watch. I'm just going to watch. I'm going to watch. So, all right. It is my turn to declare that it is my favorite part of the show now. It is the Hey Aaron segment. And actually, right now, it is the Hey Aaron and welcome, Michelle, segment of our show. And so, what we get to do during this segment is I get to do whatever I want to kind of throw Aaron off. And tonight is a special thing that I cooked up for you, Aaron. Have you ever heard of medieval hip hop music?
Yeah, we talked about this a couple weeks ago. You turned me on to the medieval Metallica or something.
Yes, but I am going to play several hip hop songs, and you have to guess which songs these are.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And Michelle, please, you are more than welcome to participate.
Well, I thought you already invited me.
I did. Absolutely. And we need your voice. And everybody out there, please let me know what you think. Okay.
Exclaimer. This is not my genre. I don't know very many hip hop artists, so
that's okay. This is for those of you who are interested.
But I just don't know the artist.
Those of you who are interested, and seriously, you're going to know what these are. And I'm just going to play a couple, like a minute of it, just so you can appreciate the musical talent here.
I can't wait.
It's pretty good.
This is a guy by the name of Beetle the Bardcore. Okay, and so what this guy does is he takes all medieval instruments and he remixes hip hop songs. That's what it is. And so you will see the name of the song, but I just want to see your guys' reaction to it because it's.
Oh wait, we're not even guessing?
No, you're not guessing. It's like your I don't know, your critique of how well they did with this song.
Okay.
Because I can't hide it from you. I wish I could, but I can't hide it from you. Let's see. Share screen. And we are going to optimize screen for sharing sound. And here we go. So the first one. And of course,
this is Nest Audio from Google. But to an enthusiastic shower singer,
hey Google, turn up the music.
It is what it is.
It's the Google Duet Maker.
Here, I'm anxious to find something out too, because every time we do one of these where you play videos, I get an email about how we can't monetize the site.
Right. Don't tell me you're not feeling it.
I love a good fight solo.
Renaissance festival.
We got it.
Yes. All right. Yeah, I know you want to sing along to this one, so here we go.
gotta get some more wine for this.
Come on, everybody sing it. Come on.
Welcome everybody. Oh wait, it's early.
California.
California. Shout out to Roger and Zap.
The city of LA. In the city. Good old Watts. In the city of California.
Okay.
All right, Aaron, come on. Come on, Aaron. Here it is. Bring it in. Welcome.
Well, let me welcome everybody to the Wild Wild West, a state that's untouchable like Elliot Ness. That's all I got for you.
All right.
I'm sorry, man. I always do the Tupac verse. I don't do
one of my favorite songs. Here we go. Damn it.
When you sign up on
DraftKings
Sportsbook, you can get a
I
bonus
lose too
up
much
to
money.
$1,000.
I'm done with you. Here we
Dude,
go.
I do FanDuel.
All right.
Pour one out for
Come on,
left eye.
Michelle. Come on, Michelle. Do the words.
No. I don't know that well.
Sits in his broke ass. So, no. I must be like ahead of you guys because I'm like hearing it. All right.
Yeah, I always wonder how they get everybody to sync up on like live stream videos.
Right.
I'm like, no matter what, we're always gonna have some lag.
It always is going to happen. Remember last week you asked me about Jaws?
The movie?
Oh.
He's so from the hood.
I'm going to do it now. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at
Oh my God.
and realize there's nothing left.
I'm just gonna sit here and drink wine until you're done. That's what I'm gonna do.
Isn't that what you always do?
But wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Wait till it drops.
Wait, what?
Till it drops. Just wait.
What?
Wait.
Okay.
It's coming. Hang on. I like it. Here it is. Yes.
I get down on the clavichord.
Last one. Here we go. This is the most. Oh, here we go. All right, here we go.
Why is the School of Dance closed? This just sounds the same.
Yes. Oh shoot. Go Starks, go Starks, go Starks, go Starks. Like, can you imagine if they were playing this during the Red Wedding in, Game of Thrones? And that, my friends, is the walk down the medieval version of hip hop for today. I just wanted to share that with everybody. Guys, listen, this guy, he's really good. I mean, it's actually like you sit here and you're
Turn
like,
it off.
holy crap, that's
Thank
pretty good.
you.
All right.
Jesus.
That was
All
my
right.
least favorite.
Apparently that was the part of the show called "Hey Aaron, listen to this."
Hey, Aaron, listen to this. I just wanted your reaction. I wanted your guys' reaction.
I like it. Here's what you don't understand is, you told me to look those things up, so I spent the rest of that night listening to all that shit. So, I heard it all, and I think it's the bomb. The Metallica shit's cool too.
I have not listened to the Metallica stuff though.
Yeah.
I have not listened to it though.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
I will do that. I will do it. So, first of all, let me just say thank you to Michelle Freed.
Yes.
Michelle Freed, you are the best Michelle Freed that we know, and you are Yeah, I tell you,
Thank you.
you're the number one.
You're the best guest we've ever had on the show.
But yes. And so, my friends,
Thank you.
we've come to my also favorite part of the show, where Aaron gives us the good word for the day, sends us out. My friend, it's been a rough week. Help us out, man.
The word, hold on. The word is tenant. And let me tell you straight up, it is just, it's badass. For the record, we saw it. We were literally the only people, aside from the employees, in the building until almost the end of our movie, because we went at 5, but we had the entire place to ourselves. I totally recommend it. Get a big screen experience. Everybody was masked up. They serve alcohol, good popcorn. Did a really good job. But Tenet, folks, Jesus. I mean, first off, it's got an awful lot of, I mean, it's Christopher Nolan's greatest hits. It really is. Everything that you love about Dark Knight, Inception, Memento, all these films, the Prestige. I mean, he's just a phenomenal filmmaker. Whoever his cinematographer is out of this world. But this movie is a mind fuck. You're gonna have to watch it 3, 4, 5 times to really truly appreciate what's going on. I'm trying to remember. Is it John David Washington?
John David Washington?
Yeah, yes, it is.
He's phenomenal in it.
Wow, that was very forceful there, Michelle.
That's who it is.
Robert Pattinson is incredible in it. Kenneth Branagh is very, very good in it.
Whoa, Kenneth Branagh is in this?
Yeah, he's the villain. He plays an appropriately nasty Russian.
He's awesome at that, man.
It's just such a cerebral film. It's very much like Memento as far as shit's moving forward, shit's moving backwards. It's not your typical time travel kind of film, which allows it to sort of subvert certain time travel movie tropes. But it makes sense once they begin to explain it. It's just dense. I mean, it is layer upon layer upon layer. It's kind of like it's almost Bondish too, because John David Washington's character is some sort of government agent that's incredibly well trained, and because he's trying to infiltrate the world of a Russian billionaire, he gets the wardrobe and the goodies of a James Bond. And let me tell you, dude wears it well, and he kicks ass in a suit pretty good too. So if there's a way to go to a movie theater, shit, man, I'd go in and rent that theater out again to watch it. We were allowed to have up to 20 people. I think if 20 people had been in this particular one, because we got the smallest particular theater that probably seats, I don't know, 75 or 80. It might have felt a little crowded, but I don't think there's any way you're going to get 20 people. But if 10 people went, it'd be perfect. It's the nice recliner chairs that have a heater in them.
Nice.
Yeah, it was good. It was great to be out and see a movie on the big screen, and it was the perfect type of film to see on the big screen too. So
cool.
That's my take. It's been as I said earlier, it's been a slow news week, and I think it's because Tiny Fingers hasn't been tweeting to us on a daily basis in all caps, and he's retreated. So, and I tell you what, I keep seeing these articles. Oh, what are liberals going to do now that Donald Trump isn't their Batman? I don't know. Go on with life and try to get universal health care and get rid of the white patriarchy. I think that's cool. Yeah.
Sleep.
Get a nap.
Actually, enjoy life. That type of stuff. Yeah, that everybody else in the world gets to do because they have leadership. Damn it. All right, man. Hey, guys, I had a ball. Thank you so much.
It was a blast.
Watching. It was awesome. You guys.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, anytime. And everybody, take care out there. Always glad to hear from you. And we'll be back next week being silly as ever. The pre-Thanksgiving show, I have a feeling there will be some serious pre-gaming going on before that. So tune in if you want to see a bunch of drunk people.
I did not even think about that, brother.
Right.
Oh, my goodness.
Right.
Yes.
All righty. Good night, everybody.
Have a good
See you
evening,
next
everybody.
week.
Bye.